Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Vikings versus Texans NFL matchup on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've got a link below in the description. Prices range from $15 all the way up to yearly packages. Regardless, you can use the discount code PICK, get 15% off any purchase. If you bet at least $1,000 per game on a regular basis, you have a bankroll of at least $10,000, and you're looking for VIP style picks, just text the number you see on the screen. We offer these, but keep in mind, they're our most expensive premium products. But let's get to it. We got the Vikings taking on the Texans. Two teams off to pretty solid starts here in the NFL. As they say in boxing, someone's O has got to go. That is unless it is a tie, which of course is possible in this day and age in the NFL and the way the rules go. Personally, I like that they play if they played it out to the finish, but I don't really have a say in that. But we as fans actually have a lot bigger say than we're willing to take part in for the most part. But that's a different story for a different time. Meanwhile, the Texans beating the Bears 19-13, the push heard around the world last week. Meanwhile, they started the season with a win over the Colts in Indianapolis. 3-point favorites in that game, but only won by 2. So the Texans haven't covered a spread yet. Meanwhile, the Vikings 2-0 against the number, beating up on the Giants in week 1. It was 28-6. I got to tell you, the way that the game looked out on the field, it looked like it was 128-6. The Vikings just absolutely annihilated the Giants in every way possible. And then last week against the 49ers, absolutely dominating the 49ers as well. While the final score was only 23-17, it was a lot more one-sided than that. For those of you that watched the game, you saw Brock Purdy really struggle against that Vikings defense. And, when we look at the tail of the tape of this game, it kind of is what makes it a little bit interesting, is that the Vikings have really done a nice job stuffing up the run. But when you look at the passing yards against them, they are kind of up there. But the thing is, they've played from the lead. So it makes it a little bit different, right? Because when teams are behind, they throw the ball on you, and that's exactly what's happened to the Vikings here. So some of those other key figures that we see against the Vikings, like yards per completion, yards per attempt, and QB rating against, all those things against the Vikings are, top 10-ish, right? But when you look at the other thing, like passing yards against and things like that, well, those are high. And that's because, like I said, because the Vikings have played with the lead, so teams have had to throw the ball on them. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they haven't run the ball overly effectively, but they haven't been all that bad. They're kind of middle of the pack as far as rushing the football, about 144 yards per game. Passing, a little bit better, but yards per completion, 9.3, ranks him just 19, and Stroud checks in with a 101.3 QB rating. That's 7th best in the NFL. When we look at the other side of things in the Vikings offense, well, yards per play, they are the best in the NFL. 7.2 yards every single time they snap the football. Well, that means a lot of converted drives and first downs. They're also 7th in the league in passing yards, yards per completion, 5th, and yards per attempt, 9.2. Sam Darnold off to 110.3 QB rating to start the season. Off the charts for him. Meanwhile, the Texans defense, it's a DeMeco Ryans defense, so it's going to be tough as nails, right? 254 yards a game against, 3rd best in the NFL, 7th in rushing yards against per game at 87.5. And of course, you look at the passing numbers, completions, and completion percentage, 5th best in the NFL defensively. This is going to be a fairly tight game, and I think in these type of games, I always give the edge to the home team, when it's kind of like a coin flip type situation, especially a team in a dome like the Vikings. I think the Texans are a good team. I think they're headed in the right direction. I also think they're just a little bit overrated from what I see. I'm going to take the Vikings, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.